Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Waldhart and you are here with Amanda'sInspirationStation.com. Today I have a quick and fun card using the Dragonfly Dragonfly Garden stamp set and the Dragonfly punch. You can purchase these separately, but if you do purchase them together as a bundle, you will save 10%. I really like this set. I do feel we have a lot of butterflies, so it's nice to have some dragonflies. And the card that we're going to do today has lots of fun things. It's actually a very simple card, but I just love the way it looks. So very simple, very elegant, love the way it looks. We are going to use another stamp set. We're going to use a background stamp set, the Buffalo Check, and I'm going to show you how to get it where it's just kind of uneven. It's not all the way across. So it's very pretty. It's just a slight background. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the things that we are using is we're going to need a piece of designer series paper that I'm actually going to stamp the dragonfly on. And this designer series paper comes from the Dandy Garden designer series paper. So there's that, and it happens to be this one. So we're going to use that. And then you need 2 pieces of white cardstock, basic white cardstock or whisper white if that's what you have. You are going to need 1 cut by 5.5 by 8.5. Now, if you score yours, you'll score it at 4 1/4. I don't score mine. I usually just fold it in half. And I'll just go ahead and do that real quick. I just fold it in half, and then I kind of bring my index finger and my thumb till I get the crease here. And then I take my bone folder and I varnish in those creases. Now, I will tell you that the card base that I'm using is the thick. So I am using basic white thick. But for the second layer, I am not using thick. This is just the regular basic white. But I want white on white, and I do want it popped up a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started on how we're going to do that. We're going to set our card base aside. I'm actually going to be using my Stamparatus today. So I have already put, and you know what, I'm going to put this on the bottom here because it's perfect for it to rest right there. I have already put my background stamp right in my Stamparatus. And what I want is I want to set this. I have little notches right here. This is where my guide to know where I want this, where I want to keep my paper. So you have magnets on the back, and you can go ahead and put them in your little notches and then do your little magnets like this. I don't always use both my magnets. Sometimes I just use one for the corner, only because I want it to stay in place. But that's really the only reason why I do it. I want it to stay in place, but I want to make sure that I get all of it. Okay, so instead of using, we're going to use Bumblebee ink pad, but instead of using the entire ink pad because it's kind of bulky and you're not going to get the look that you're going to want with this card, I use my ink spot. Now, I do not have an ink spot that actually is Bumblebee. So like, for instance, here is an ink spot that says, well, if I can get it out, let me get my ink spots out. Here is an ink spot here that says Cajun Craze. Okay, this is from Stampin' Up. We do have a little variety pack in our annual catalog of spots. And then you always get a spot in your paper pumpkin kit. So I always save my spots. I buy one of these little containers at, your local craft store, Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And then I just fill them up. I have a couple of them. I have another one that has like blues and greens and purples. This one kind of has, well, this one has purples too. Maybe the other one's blues and greens, and I don't even know. But I have like 3 of them. And I need to clearly organize them a little bit more because purple really shouldn't be in this group. But anyway, make a long story short. So if I do not have the spot, the great thing about Stampin' Up is in the catalog, they have where you can buy these blank spots. And they come in a package of 6. And you literally just ink them with what color you want. Now, what I do is I have we don't sell it anymore, but I do have the 1-inch circle punch that we used to sell. I punch it out in the cardstock of the color that I'm doing, and then I write down the color. So I made my own bumblebee. I made my own blushing bride, pink petal, crushed curry, calypso coral, crumb cake. So if I don't have it, I make it. And it works perfect with the inkers. All right. Oh, and one more little tip. The nice thing about having this case here, I go away sometimes on girl weekends where we get together and we craft all weekend. I don't want to take all of my ink pads that are my full-size ink pads with me for one. That's a lot. And it's heavy. Whereas if I could just do this and some ink refillers, it's a lot easier to travel with this. All right, so let's go with that. These are nice to do what you want it to do to get this look. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just turn it over on the back, and I'm just going to randomly do some random area in the middle here. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. I do not want it to be perfect. I just want to randomly do it. I'm going to now press down on it, and I'm going to give it a nice little rub. Voila. Now this one seemed to have gotten more than the other one. And you know what? That's okay. None of mine have been the same look every single time. So that is okay. This still looks adorable. I'm going to, let's see here. How do I want to flip it? I think I'm going to flip it like this. And I'm going to... Let's see how I want to stamp. I kind of, you know what? I kind of want to do the opposite on this card. So instead of maybe having the dragonfly on this side and then the flowers on this side, maybe I'll do the flowers on this side and the dragonfly on this side so that I have this open area to do the For a True Friend. You know what? Let's do it. I love trying new things. It gives it a different look. So let's go ahead and do For a True Friend. Okay. That always gets crooked on me. I don't know why. I think my actual stamp is crooked. Or it's totally me, the operator, and I just can't ever get it. It's all right, though. All right, so now I'm going to stamp this on this side. Why not? We're going to try something totally different. Fun, fun. And then we're going to stamp on our designer series paper, the Dragonfly. And I am using just Memento ink. You could use Stays On too, whatever you wanted. All right, so let's get out our Dragonfly punch so we can punch out our Dragonfly. And let's line that up. There we go. Throw away our scraps. All right. I do like this. So now let's go ahead and put our Dragonfly here. Give me a second because I need to cut up some of these. I'm at that point with my pack of dimensionals that I am near the end. All right, so. Well, see how adorable is that? All right, now let's pop up the white because I like the white on white, and I do like it popped. So we'll just put one in the middle. I don't like a saggy center. Nobody likes a saggy center, do they? All right. Now bring our card base over and go like that. And voila. Let's get this out of our way. How adorable is that? That is not a hard card. That is an easy, fun card. And the nice thing is with this buffalo check on your Stamparatus, you know, if you pre-cut some of this second layer of the white, you could kind of pump them out rather quickly. I mean, you could have a strip of the Bumblebee Designer Series paper, and you could just stamp some and punch, punch, punch. You could get quite a few of these out. One of the things that's in this stamp set that I like too is the thank you for your kindness. So if you're somebody who does a lot of thank you cards, putting that at the bottom would be nice. This would be a very nice thank you card set. This would be a nice thank you card set to make and wrap it with some maybe, oh, you know what? See, now my brain's a ticking. We have this pretty ribbon. You could buy the acetate boxes, put a couple of these in there with envelopes, wrap it with some ribbon, give it as a gift. That would be so sweet. Especially to those who, I mean, we all love to give gifts of our projects to those who also craft, but it's so nice to give gifts of cards to people who don't craft, because for one, it saves them time and money to go to the store and buy cards, but they just love it. They love, love, love hand cards. And plus, then it might even get them to be like, hey, this would be so much fun to do. So if you're out there right now and you are watching this video and you have never made a card, but you're watching it, you should try it because it is so much fun. I love art. I love doing this, and stamping is a lot of fun. So find a demonstrator, message me, whatever you want to do. I would love to hear from you. And I would love to help you get started on stamping. This is a very simple, fun card. And there's lots of ways that you can just do simple, fun little cards. Okay. If you are watching me on my YouTube channel and you are not subscribed yet, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks, everybody. Bye.